Listen very carefully. The world system is founded on, number one, hatred, disdain for God and his ways. You have to get used to this. The world system, it was not designed to honor God. It does not factor the supremacy of the God of heaven. And so when you find yourself as a believer within the cosmos, within this system, you will find out that your loyalty to God will make you to conflict with many things that are the norms of the system. For instance, the world system is a system that was founded on selfishness. Say after me, selfishness. Selfishness and self-centeredness is not an unusual thing in the world system. It's only unusual to you as a believer. That means you are immersed in a system where you would usually not find anyone participate in your destiny until they see how it can profit them. Are we together? You will hardly find people who are kind to you indefinitely. There usually will be something they are looking onto. That is the world that we're dwelling. The world system is a system that is immersed in wickedness. Even your Bible says the whole world lies in wickedness. What does that mean? Your compassion is not factored. No, it doesn't matter whether you are destroyed in the process. Men have an obsession to become. Men have an obsession to advance. Men have an obsession to prosper. It does not matter who is wounded, who is hurt, who is destroyed, or who even dies in the process. This is the desperation that we find in our world. So when you are angry that someone cheated to get to where he is, or someone was corrupt, that unfortunately that is the system. But now when the believer comes into Christ, part of your loyalty to the kingdom is that you must pledge that you are not going to subscribe to that system. There is an implication to that pledge. When you come into Christ and now say, I will walk, I will live a life that is corrupt free, no bribery, no corruption. Are we together? For instance, you are occupying an office and you have access to just manipulate one figure, and 1 billion naira is yours quietly. But because you have pledged your allegiance to the God of the Bible, the first thing that will suffer is you and your children and everything around you, until you now learn the kingdom system. Now the danger, the trouble with church is that on one hand, we tell people to walk in holiness and righteousness, void of all of these antichrist practices, but we do not show them the nobler and more superior kingdom system. So on one hand, they avoid all of those things and they clearly become and remain victims. They become cheated. Are we together now? It ought not to be so. There is a nobler kingdom system. Listen, let me tell you, if you understand God's kingdom system, you will never admire Satan's system of prospering men, because it's by far insultive, it's by far degrading. There is a nobler, more superior kingdom system. But until you know it, you will remain a victim of regrets from not partnering with Satan.